you in a few seconds.他们有没有什么反应？待会儿我开始之后，你广播一个消息，问他们能不能听到，或者是那个。
我在这边讲义里面写。
讲义我待会儿
文字里面写。对，
文字消息你可以发给所有人吧。那我开始之后，你可以发一个，然后我就开始了。你先看一下你的界面，是看见那个全屏吗？因为我设成演示者的。All right. All right. If there's no problem, then we will start today's online training about smart control. So mainly we will introduce two parts today. So the first part is about the nature pad, and our second part is about the curtain control. So here are our main points that we will talk about today. So firstly, we will introduce our nature pad product, about its feature and what function it can achieve. And we will also introduce some upcoming new nature pad products. And second part, we will talk about the curtain control products, so which will include curtain motors and information about how to install the curtain motor. And the third part, we will talk about the curtain motor installation and something like what we need to consider when we install a curtain motor. And the fourth part, today we will talk about we will compare our LifeSmart curtain motor with some other brands and see what is the advantage of using LifeSmart curtain motors. Okay, so let's get to our first part about the central control. So mainly there are three different ways of central control that you can do on LifeSmart systems. So the first is to use, as you can see from picture, we can use the LifeSmart app to do a very easy way to control the LifeSmart systems. And this is also the most common way that almost all the customers will use to take control of all their smart devices. And to use LifeSmart app to carry out the central control, it can only deal with some small medium systems, and the cost of using LifeSmart app is nearly none. The second way, different from the mobile app, the customer also can use the nature pad to do a very easy central control. So it provides a touch screen which you can just operate on the screen directly, and this nature pad can support almost all LifeSmart products, and which you can in which you can do a very quick and convenient control of all the devices at home. And because it is it is a little bit luxury control panel device, so it will have a medium cost if you want to use this way to do the central control. And here we have a third part which customer can also do a central control, that is to use our enterprise solution platform. And this enterprise solution platform, it is a professional server-based software platform which can handle thousands of hundreds of smart stations and sub devices. So it is a very powerful unit when customer want to manage a lot of devices in a project. And because it is a server-based platform, so the cost will be high. So for customers that that are tied with LifeSmart app to control the device, and if they just only want to use if they just only want to do a central control at their home, and definitely it does not worse to use enterprise solution platform. So the best choice in this situation is to use the NaturePad to do the central control. So next we will introduce the main feature of NaturePad. Here I summarized four main features that the NaturePad can support. The first one, the NaturePad, it has an ultra large touch screen, which is a 10.25 inch touch screen, which provides a smooth and very comfortable touch feeling. And because of the touch screen, it also provides a very convenient way to control all the devices. And second, the NaturePad can also support two ways of installations. So it can support a wall mount, or it can also support desk mount. So the default way of installing the NaturePad is to install it on the wall, and the wall mount bracket will also be included in the default package. If you want to install it on the desk, you will also need to purchase the desk mount bracket. NaturePad can also support three ways of connections because the NaturePad must work in an internet environment. So we provide two ways to connect to the internet. So it can connect an Ethernet cable to connect to the router and then connect to the internet, or you can just connect a Wi-Fi signal to the NaturePad to make it connect to the internet. Besides, the NaturePad can also support Bluetooth connection. So, for example, if you have some Bluetooth speakers, you can just connect them to the NaturePad, so that you can play music on the NaturePad easily. Also, as you can see in the picture, the NaturePad can also support 4 customizable theme buttons on the right-hand side, and you can link 4 different devices or 4 different themes to these 4 buttons, so that you can just do a very quick and easy control just by clicking the button directly on the right-hand side. So here are 4 main features of our NaturePad. And what can we do with these 4 features or with the NaturePad? It does not only can be put at the home for customers to do very easy control of all the devices and to trigger scenes, for example, very easily. It can also integrate with the property system in the community so that it can achieve some more advanced functions. So as the diagram shows, the nature pad provides an indirect link between the residents and the property manager. So with the property system, the nature pad can do a lot of more advanced functions, such as the community surveillance. So by this way, you can just connect the CCTV cameras, for example, in the community into your nature pad, and the resident can easily check the image of these cameras on the nature pad, so that they can, for example, maybe to get to know some potential risk in advance. And by integrating with video intercom systems, the nature pad can also do video intercom remotely with the unit gate. So, for example, if we have an outdoor station on the unit gate, and our nature can be set as an indoor monitor. So if there's a call happens in the remote gate, and our nature pad can receive that call, and the resident can pick up that call and do video talk with the visitor. And the resident can also click open gate button on the nature pad to open the gate for the visitor. Very easy and convenient. Besides, the nature pad can also reserve elevators in the morning. So when the resident walk out from home, he does not need to wait for the elevator to come to his floor. The elevator will just wait outside his floor, and it just saves the time of waiting. And some important property notifications, such as the water and electricity bills, these information can also be pushed to the nature pad from the property manager, so that the residents can get to know this information very quickly and just do some corresponding actions. And we actually have introduced these features of nature pad previously. If you just check, if you want to learn more information about nature pad, you can just click the blue link below to check our previous training video. And next, so let's see the nature family that we can provide, or we will provide in the future. So from the picture, you can see in the middle, this is the big nature pad that we already have. This big nature pad, it is very suitable for the villa or some country house. It provides a large panel, and it is a very high-end touch panel product that can provide a comfortable control for the customers. And on the top, as you can see, we also have some 86 millimeter size nature. So these are the new products that we have just released, called the Nature Mini S and the Nature Mini. So they are very suitable for some small hotels and apartments, which have 86 size switches. So the Nature Mini, it can be just a two-way switch. So it can replace the two-way switch directly in the apartment with 86 size. And the Nature Mini also has a touch screen, and the user can just easily control all the devices from the Nature Pad Mini. And below, these are the new products that has not been released, and they are just the 7-inch and the Nature Mini L. So the Nature 7-inch is a little smaller than the normal Nature, and it is very suitable for the community and for the office sites. So this product is designed for the customers who want to experience the comfortable touch feeling or the control feeling of the nature, but they don't want that large. And then in a cost-saving perspective, they can just use the Nature 7-inch, which is a more economic choice. And for the Nature Mini L, this is a 120 millimeter size touch panel, which is especially designed for some overseas areas, such as the USA or Philippines. So these countries, they will use the 120 millimeter size switches, and our Nature Mini L will be just suitable for to replace these switches directly, and meanwhile also achieve the touch control functions. All right. These are all the contents about the Nature Pad. Next, we will introduce the curtain control products of LifeSmart. So I think there are two main kinds of smart devices in a smart home. So they are smart switches and curtain motors. Almost all the smart home solutions will include these two parts. So today we will have a brief introduction of LifeSmart curtain motor products. So in the picture, you can see we have 3 different curtain motor products, which is fit for different scenarios. So the first picture here, we have a smart curtain motor, and the second, we have a quick link curtain motor, which is a whole package. So these first two, they are suitable for the left and right open curtains. And third one, we have a roller blind tubular motor, and this motor is fit for the up and down open curtains. So let's introduce them one by one. The first one, which is a very classic one, this is the smart curtain motor of LifeSmart. So this is a motor which is very suitable for both straight rail and L-shaped rails. And this product it just sold with only one motor in the package. So if you want to use this motor in some projects, you will need to talk with us about how to choose the rails so that you make the motor and the rail to correspond with each other. And this motor can support a maximal load of 50 kilograms, and the maximum length of the rail it can support is 8 meters. And the second product here I want to introduce is a quick link curtain motor. So this curtain motor is sold as a whole package, and this is very suitable for the scenarios that customer want to achieve smart curtain control functions from scratch. So this package will include everything, including a curtain motor and different lengths of rails and connectors. So the customer purchase this package, they can just install the curtain, smart curtain by themselves. And because we provide different length of rails in the package, and customer can just make a combination of different rails to achieve different lengths according to the actual use. By the way, customer will need to prepare the curtain by themselves because the curtain is not included in the package. And for this quick link curtain motor, it can support 40 kilograms in maximum. And currently we have two packages, which is 3.2 meters and 5.2 meters. So the maximum rail length it can support is 5.2 meters. The third motor product I want to introduce today is the roller blind tubular motor. So this is a motor which is used for the up and down open curtains. So in this curtain, we apply a quiet motor technology, so the operating noise can be below 40 dB. This is a very low level of noise that the curtain motor can make. So normally in a family, the noise from the fridge is around 40 dB. So the curtain motor, when the curtain motor is running, the noise is even less than the fridge. So it will provide a very quiet using environment. And for this motor, we have low and high voltage version of two versions. The low voltage version is 120 volts, and the high voltage version is 230 volts. So the customer will need to choose the right voltage version before purchasing. And next, so what can we do with if we have already got the curtain motors at home? So here I listed two simple scenes or scenarios that will apply the curtain motors of us. So the first scene here, it will use the cube door window sensor of us plus our smart curtain motor. So the cube door window sensor, it has a click button on the sensor main body, which can use to trigger some scenes or devices. So in this scene, so let's say if every day 7 a.m. in the morning, if we set a schedule and the curtain motor will open at this time automatically to bring in more light in the morning. And when the resident leave home at about 8 a.m., he can just press the click button on the cube door window sensor to activate the away mode, so that all the lights will be turned off and the curtain will be closed automatically. And when the resident go back home at 6 p.m. in the afternoon, when he open the door, and the door window sensor will detect the open action, so that it can trigger the curtain motor to open the curtain automatically, to activate so as to activate the home mode. So the second scene, we will use the cube environmental sensor of us, and to cooperate with the smart curtain motor of us. So the cube environmental sensor, it can detect 3 parameters, which are temperature, humidity, and illuminance. So in this scene, when the environmental sensor detects the environment to be dark in the late afternoon, it can link to close the curtain automatically and turn on lights. And in the daytime, when the temperature is detected to be above a certain level, and the environmental sensor can trigger the smart curtain motor to open the curtain to bring in more fresh, cool air. So, so these are two simple use of the actual scenario of smart curtain motors. Of course, you can just check more smart scenes on our app, or you can just create your own ones from our LifeSmart app. And next, we will talk about the smart curtain installation. So here, firstly, we will give a measurement away of smart curtain rail length. So the first picture, if the design purpose is to make the curtain to cover the whole wall, and if we have measured the length of the wall is A, and in this way we should design the rail length to be A-5 centimeters. If the design purpose is to make the curtain cover the whole window, and if the window length is A, so the final rail length should be A plus 80 centimeters. And we will also need to reserve enough space in the curtain slot so that we can install the rails. So if for a single rail curtain motor, the curtain slot, we should reserve 9 to 10 centimeters. And if it is a double rail curtain motor, in this situation, we will need to reserve 18 to 20 centimeters. For wiring of the curtain motor, we also have 2 scenarios. If you just want to control the curtain motor on the mobile app, the wire will be very simple. Just connect the live and neutral wire of the curtain motor to a plug, and insert plug on the wall to power the curtain motor, and pair the curtain motor to the mobile app to use the smart control functions of it. On the right hand side, if you want to achieve app control as well as a switch control on the wall, in this situation you will need to use the curtain motor controller of us, which is a switch panel installed on the wall. In this way, you will need to connect 2 more wires, which is gray and black wire. So they will control the open and close of the curtain motor. And as you can see in the picture, the orange port of the curtain motor controller, which is the idle port. This port will control the stop of the curtain motor, and it does not need to connect to any wire. Next, we will introduce this installation of tubular motor. So in this picture, you can see that the tubular motor is actually inserted into the curtain tube, and so that we will have a requirement of the diameter of the curtain tube to be 50 millimeters, so that the tube will have enough space to install our tubular motor. And the length of the tube should be less than 2.5 meters, so that our tubular motor can work. And please note, our tubular motor does not include the curtain tube and the curtains. So the customer will need to prepare the tube and curtain by themselves. And the wiring of the tubular motor is very simple. Just connect the neutral, live, and ground wires to the power supply, and it can just power the tubular motor directly. The next part, we will have a comparison between our tubular motor, our curtain motor products with other brands. So here I have collected some information from Acura smart curtain motor products. So Acura is a new smart home company which has a relatively abundant products of curtain motors. So here I have made a comparison between their smart curtain motor and our LifeSmart ones. So a very big difference is they use their own Zigbee 3.0 wireless protocol. In contrary, our LifeSmart curtain motor use the COS protocol, and as you may know, the COS protocol of LifeSmart is a self-developed protocol, which works in 433 megahertz frequency, and it has features like a long transmission distance and a wide. It can be 800 meters in an open space in maximal, and the COS protocol the devices will provide a very wide coverage, and signal strength is more powerful. And also these two products, they can also support HomeKit voice control. And but the Acura curtain motor it cannot support Google Home and Alexa, but our smart curtain motor, Google Home and Alexa, these three different speaker brands. So if some customers they want to, they have different speakers, they can just use our curtains to apply to their system, so that to achieve a voice control easily. And here is a comparison between tubular motor and our tubular motor. So still, a very big difference is their tubular motor works in Zigbee protocol, and our motor works in COS protocol. And still, their motor does not support Google Home and Alexa, and our product will support these two speaker products. And please note, the accurate curtain motor must connect with Zigbee 3.0 gateways of theirs. So if the customer have the early generations of gateway products of them, and in that situation, their curtain motor might not compatible with their new with their older gateway products. And this situation will not exist in LifeSmart systems. All right, I think I have already give all the contents of today to you. And here is the Q&A section, which I have prepared 3 questions already. The first question, can LifeSmart curtain motor work standalone? The answer is no. Our curtain motor must work with smart stations. The second question, can the curtain motor control 2 curtains? And the answer is no, because a single curtain motor can only control 1 rail, which corresponds to 1 curtain. It cannot control 2 rails instantly. And the third one, what if app control direction is in the opposite way of the actual moving direction? So if this happens, you can just do a very easy setting on the app. So on the app menu of the curtain motor, there's an option to revert direction. Just click that option to revert the direction, and the control direction will be normal. So besides these 3 questions, do you have any other questions? And you can just unmute yourself and talk with me on with your mic.有人举手了，举了2分钟。
举手，有人举手，就是问他们不说话是吧
？Here's a question. Can we have training for programming the curtains? Yes, we can have that kind of. So you mean I think you mean the operations on the app, right? I think that is a very good point, and we can have a consideration about that. But meanwhile, I think you can have a try on the app. It is actually very easy if you just follow the instruction information on the pairing page. And yes, we can take that into consideration about have a training for the programmings. Any more questions? can you explain how can we connect the remote control with it? I think it is it is not an easy way to explain directly by slides. And actually, we have a manual which will include this information, and I will send you the manual about how to pair the remote with the curtain. So actually, you will need to do some button operations between the remote and the curtain. So it's just more like a pairing process between the remote and the curtain motor. And we will have a manual about that. And don't worry, we will send you that as well after the training. And here's a question: could the curtain be customized as the customer wants? So can you explain more, like how do you want to customize it to be? Because I'm not very sure about how you want or what function you want to achieve by this kind of customization. If you can just explain more about that. So you mean to customize the curtain in programming? So do you mean to, for example, to make the curtain motor options included in a scene so that it can achieve some more advanced functions? If it is about this part, we can use our AI builder, and which you can just create a lot of different or complex AI functions with the curtain. If you mean the software part, programming part to make the curtain motor to support more complex scenes or functions, and I think the answer is yes. We can do that easily by the AI builder.你这个邮件地址记下啊。Can I have a link of for the previous sessions if applicable, please? Yes. 我们以前有没有把这个统一放一个 ？So which training session do you mean here, or you want or you want all the training session slides before? Sorry about that. Let me
然后看这个 PPT 是
他没说呀。So after the training, we will send you the training slides. And about nature, we have a more detailed training session before, and you can just simply clicking this link to get access to our previous training video about the nature pad. All right. Can you just leave Andrew, can you leave your email to us, and we will arrange to send you all the previous training slides to you, because you say you are the first time to come our training, right? So don't worry, if you just leave your email address here, and we will arrange to send you the slides. Okay, we got your email address now. Yeah, thank you. 这个人你要给他发一下以前所有的培训 PPT。All right. Do you have any more questions? If not, I think this is all we want to show today. So after you finish the training today, you will receive a survey with 5 simple questions. So please just kindly take your time to answer these 5 questions if you have time, so that we can collect more information. All right. If everyone's clear, and I think we will finish this training. So thank you for your patience and attendance, and we will see you next week. Thanks. 那些信息都记下来了吗？
这两个一个要知道文档，一个要看键嘛。Right？
对，是你有备注哪个是哪个吗？
我当然会说了。
行，那我记住了。今天我没上传那个。